Es curtido.
La salsa.
La salsa.
Los frijoles son salvadoreños. Ay, con el humo no se van a ver.
She's saying it's Salvadorian beans. And then this is, es puro frijol. ¿Dónde está el caldo de res? This is just the beans. They look like burgundy beans. And then this is the beef stew. Look at that. It looks delicious. Bone in. It should be amazing. Look at that. Nice, juicy, delicious. Amazing broth. Look at the color of that broth. And she's going to make a pupusa for us. What do you have back there? The chicken one? And the pollo?
Sí.
This is the chicken soup. This one looks even better than the beef one, to be honest with you. So she's gonna make a pupusa for us. This right here is the salsa. It comes out in these little tiny trays. And this is a curtido, so it's kind of what I would compare it to is coleslaw without the mayo, and it's just a bunch of fresh veggies chopped up. And it goes with almost every single dish I've had here has this. So it's on everything. So here she has all the ingredients.
Jalapeño, calabaza, frijoles con queso, chicharrón con queso, pollo, loroco, queso, camarón, espinaca.
So these are all the fillings, and they're already pre-made, and she has a big bowl of masa right here. Let's follow her through. ¿De qué lo va a hacer la pupusa?
Ay, lo que quiera. Revuelta es la que más vendemos.
La de calabaza, hago una de calabaza y jalapeño. No sé, yo sé que no la tienen en la orden, pero la puede combinar. So she's gonna make squash and jalapenos. I asked for a combination. They offer both on their menu, but I asked for both ingredients in one. So she's making it custom for me. She's making her little bowl, and then sealing it off, and then with a little bit of oil, and it's going onto the frying pan. Look how big she makes it, and the ingredients are almost coming out. They are coming out. It came out of the little pocket she made. So, ¿qué más les enseña aquí en la cocina? ¿Qué les invita? Si alguien nunca ha venido a una pupusa o un caldo de res, ¿qué les invita?
El especial de ahora es el caldo de res y la sopa de pollo. Y tenemos especiales en la entrada. 2 pupusas por un 12.25 y una soda. Incluye una soda. Si quieres 3 también, 3 pupusas y la bebida incluye por 15.25. 3
Okay.
pupusas y una bebida.
So what she's saying is she recommends pupusas. There's a deal on their special chart. I'll insert the video or the picture here. And their chalkboard shows the specials. So since it's a weekend, they have the beef broth or the beef stew, chicken stew, and then they have specials for 2 or 3 pupusas at a time and a drink, and they have amazing deals for them. The most expensive one is 3 pupusas a drink for $15.25. So this is the owner.
Inviting everyone. If you haven't tried the pupusa, I recommend it. They are really good, delicious. Everyone I haven't seen when they came here to the store, they are very happy, they enjoy, and they are really happy, and they said they're gonna coming back. So you haven't coming, I recommend it, come and try it and support our business too. And yeah, thank you so much, and welcome to Pupuseria La Paz.
Thank you. And I have one complaint only. Every time I've came, I burnt my mouth with pupusas. You guys make them hot, fresh, delicious, and the roof of my mouth is just healing from last week. They were amazing. Just take your time with them because they're burning hot.
Yeah, they very fresh. Every time they order,
Very, very fresh. So this pupusa already went its first flip. You can see the cooked side on this one, and then it'll go. ¿Cuántas veces le da vuelta? 1, 2, 3.
Una.
So it just flips 1 on each side, and then it's done.
Una vez a cada lado.
We have the plate I had last week, which is chicharrón. ¿Cada cuándo hace el chicharrón, doña?
Lo hacemos un día sí, un día no, y nosotros.
So the chicharrón is made every other day, but the yucca is fresh. Like I said, I can't describe this. It tastes like plantain. It's just really delicious, full of fiber. And this is one plate, chicharrones, and yucca, and she's gonna drop it and it'll fry for a while, and then we'll see the presentation in a minute. This is the yucca. I wish they had a whole one because I want to show you guys what it looks like. I'll insert a photo here. I'll find one on Google. But yucca, it's cut up into short pieces. Like I said, it even looks like a banana. Look at this right here. It looks like a banana. It has a plantain texture. It's really fibrous, rich, starchy. It's really delicious. ¿Qué nos muestra ahí?
Esta es la yuca molida.
So
Lleva
this is ground up yucca.
queso y huevo y para los nuegados.
And it's egg, cheese, and yucca. And ¿qué es el plato?
Nuegados.
Muégados.
Nuegados con miel.
Muégados ¿es un postre?
Postre.
It's a dessert, and they offer it on the menu. So it's this vegetable, or it's like a potato that grows underground, and they mix it and make a treat out of it. And she said it's closer to like a dessert. So this is the yucca when it's fresh. We have the yucca here frying, and it's already starting to float because it's gained consistency. Like I said, it's really light, fluffy. The yucca is really good. So here is our calabaza, which is squash, and jalapeno. And then she's got a few, those are side pupusas they're just plain, and they're served with the soup. So this one here is the pupusa I ordered. Like you can see, it's overflowing with the flavors. And we have the to-go, the curtido, and the salsa. And this is just coming out. This are the chicharrones, the curtido, the salsa, and then the yucca she just dropped in for another second because it's not quite done. But take a look at these chicharrones. They are perfectly delicious, crunchy, and they are served with an amazing side. You get some veggies, you get a whole-on vegetable that's frying right there, and it's full of fiber and rich, so it's protein and fiber and a bunch of vegetables. So come try. So here she served a chicken soup, and like I said, these are the sides. So it's no es tortilla, es una pupusa plana, ¿verdad? No tiene relleno.
Es de masa nada más.
¿Cómo le llaman a ustedes? ¿Es una tortilla?
Tortilla.
This is a tortilla because it's not filled. So this pupusa is almost done, and we filled it with squash and jalapeno mix. And then those two are the sides for the soup that she's wrapping up right now. So it looks like the yucca is in its final stages. They drop some fried tortilla chips. They make sopapillas. It's a dessert. I'll insert the picture here. And they also offer churros, so Mexican desserts. They have a gentleman here, a waiter, that put them on the menu. And it's Mexican dessert. So our chicharrón is just waiting for the yucca, and when it's done here in a second, she's checking it. We'll put the whole plate together and go outside and try yucca. See her plating it right here. It's really rich, fiber, it's starchy. It's hard to describe the flavors in this yucca other than delicious, and it pairs perfectly with this chicharrón and then this curtido, which is a bunch of veggies that are like jalapeno, and then this salsa. So this is an amazing plate. I recommend it. I tried it last week. And back here we have the tortillas for the soup, and it'll all come out. So these are sopapillas, buñuelos style, which is cinnamon and sugar. And they also have churros, and they have sopapillas with, well, I guess these are them. They put whipped cream on them and some syrup, and that's really all it is. They're delicious, freshly fried, dressed right here. A little bit of syrup. And your dessert is ready.
And ice cream in the middle.
Oh, ice cream in the middle. So, as you guys may recognize, they stole one of the guys from Casa Ramos, and it's exactly like you would see at Casa Ramos, just at the Salvadorian restaurant to go with your dessert, with your dinner. A little bit of dessert, churros, and buñuelos and sopapillas. Thank you. Chicken, pollo, gallina.
Gallina.
¿Esto qué es?
Frijol. Y este frijol con queso. Cuando van revueltas, lleva este y este.
Salvadoreña. So
It's a little bit darker than Mexican horchata. More cinnamon, or does it have chocolate? Why is it so dark?
Tiene más otra clase de semilla que le llaman esmorro.
It's morro. So
Morro
a seed
lleva-
makes it darker than the traditional horchata.
Es esa. Y luego lleva arroz también, morro.
Morro, rice, sugar.
Okay, and you-
Well, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
I'm diabetic. I can only have so many of these, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again because I want to describe this to you guys. It compared to traditional like Mexican horchata, this almost tastes like a coffee. Whatever seed they use makes it almost like iced tea. It's a little lighter, it's not as sweet, and it's really, really good. This is it right here, and I'll take another sip and describe it to you guys again, see if I can get more. It almost tastes like an atole, like, I don't know, it does not taste like regular horchata. It has its own kick, individuality to it, and it's delicious. I'm gonna hand this off to my brother, I can't finish it, but it is awesome. He's preparing another plate of pupusas. So after conversating with a few of the ladies in the kitchen, we know what is in here. So the seed he told me is actually chocolate seed and it's roasted. That's why it tastes like iced tea and it has that familiar flavor. But look at how dark this is compared to Mexican horchata. I love horchata, I grew up with it, and this is a new twist for it for me. It's really good. I can't even describe it. You got to try it for yourself. 4 pupusas. Three more getting ready to come out right here. Amazing kitchen. This staff is amazing. I had fun talking with these ladies.
¿Estas son de vegetales todas? ¿Sí?
All veggie.
Yeah, veggie, zucchini, loroco, all veggie.
Pollo, camarón, frijol y revuelta.
Oh, they got a good variety. I'm gonna go see if the people will let me record them. This is what was being cooked in the kitchen. The pupusas, all veggies, the chicharrón with yucca, and then another pupusa variety. Thank you guys. So the owner's daughter is eating a quesadilla salvadoreña, and he said it's like a corn. Tell us what it is. So they have tamales, and it's sweet corn tamales.
No, it's not sweet. They are con sal. So
Oh, they're salt
yes,
corn tamales.
So, yes, they're not.
I've never had a salty corn tamal.
That's really good. You can eat those. Te los puede comer fritos o los puede comer así.
So you can
calentados.
eat them fried or just heat it up.
Le ponemos crema o frijolitos. Una porción de crema y una porción de frijolitos. Están bien.
Sour
sabrosos.
cream, beans, and that's how it's dressed. What's the filling? Es puro maíz?
Puro es el elote cuando está tierno. El elote.
So it's just the fresh corn meal, and it has a savory taste. It's not sweet like the Mexican ones.
Yeah.
But it's prepared just like a Mexican tamal. But like I said, everything has its own twist in El Salvador. She's making more masa. As we saw, they're almost running out up front. So she's getting her hands dirty, working it. ¿Con qué es? ¿Con manteca es como los de tamales o con qué es?
Nada, solo le ponemos un poquito de harina de arroz.
Harina de arroz, so rice flour and maseca
Y maíz.
and corn flour. And total different ball game. I thought it'd be the same mix as a tamales, but it is not. It's completely different. It has a different consistency. It behaves more like a tortilla, but it's even yet richer than that. So this is the meat for the chicharrones. She's cutting it up, and as we see over here, It looks like they're gonna boil them first and then deep fry them. But there's different styles of chicharrones, but you can see the piece of meat she's carving it out of right here. You can see each individual cut. Amazing chicharrones coming your way, guys. Don't miss out. La Pupuseria La Paz, Yreka, California. Right on the main drive. So she said all this takes is salt and water and a little bit of, it is maseca, but the rest is rice flour, so it's its own consistency. And it's not out of a bag. They're making it fresh every time. This is going to be a first for me. He says it's a corn tamal, but it's not sweet. So that throws me because he says it's salty and savory, and he served it with some sour cream. So my brother's going to record me while I try this, and then we're going to have a caldo de res and a couple of pupusas. We have the pelot tamal. He said it's not sweet like Mexican ones, so I'm going to dip it in a little bit of sour cream. So naturally it's a little sweet because you can taste the corn, but other than that it's salty like you said. It's not a sweet one.
What is that that I've not had yet? Is that
It's a tamal.
Huh?
Tamal?
Tamale.
Tamale?
Tamale? Is that something new or is that just...
He just pulled it out of the back and gave it to me.
Wow.
We'll finish that in a minute. So I had this pupusa, you guys
You gotta
saw.
split it in half, bro.
I'm gonna in a minute. You guys saw the lady make this pupusa for me. It looked like a dumpling at one point, so I'm gonna cut it open. She made it custom for me. It's not jalapeno and it's not squash, it's both of them. And it sat there for a while we shot the video, but you can feel the filling all through it. It's nice and spongy. Let's try it out. It shouldn't be too hot because I went half squash. That's delicious, bro. Still a little bit spicy, but it's fresh jalapenos, so they're not like jalapenos. It's just a fresh, like hot. A little bit of curtido. I don't even use a fork. I just grab a pinchful. Dunk my pupusa. If that looks good, you gotta come try it. It brings 2 tortillas. Look at this soup. Big old chunk of meat, some corn, cabbage, green peas, squash. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Guys, here are the 2 tortillas. Nice, fresh tortillas. We gotta start off with the lime. You know that's gotta go in there. Have you guys taken a look what's in here? Big old chunk of meat, some corn, squash, green beans, cabbage, tomatoes. I'll turn the plate around here in a minute. Want to incorporate my lemon. Let's see how big this chunk of meat is. Oh yeah, look at that. Bone in, all kinds of delicious. This has to be yucca because the reason my eyes are watering, I just tried a piece, but the yucca made it into the soup too. And it's not a potato, it tastes way richer than that. And then some delicious corn. And Oscar, take a close look at this broth right here. Look how delicious it looks. So, let's try the broth and then we'll get at it. Dude, with the lime, all the veggies, it is amazing. Well, you'll know what I'll be doing for the next 20 minutes. You guys should do it too. Come into La Pupuseria La Paz in Yreka. It's amazing, bro.
This is Andres Economopoulos, and I'm here to invite you to this Salvadorian restaurant where you can have food for as low as $4.50. And that's not including buying the water or the Coke. But for $4.50, and you can have as much as you want. And you don't have to have, for example, the pork and cheese of those little
Pupusas.
what
Pupusas?
Usos, you could do a mixture of a little of everything. So please, come try it.
Thank you.